So, what you're actually seeing is the end of the video, because I didn't record anything. I've been talking for like the past half hour about stuff, and I didn't record a single thing. So we'll go from the top, from the end. So this, so this is the English Army 1415 to 1429, a 36 model box set. You get 2 command sprues with heavily armored bodies, 4 sprues of archer bodies, the usual pamphlet, and then your bases. So let me go ahead and yank all this off again, and I'll show you guys what we're looking at. So here's the pamphlet. It's got a lot more art than what they usually have on their pamphlets. And a whole lot more banners. I mean, that's a lot of banners you can choose from on this. This is an insane amount of banners that you can cut out and use. Also it's got a little history in the name of all the banners. So if you're a real big history buff, you can choose the one you like the most. And then on the back, we got all the archer stuff, inspiration for your painting and all that. Really nice. One of the more comprehensive pamphlets I've seen from them. I love how they send you a pamphlet whenever you buy the models. You get a nice little history pamphlet that you can read through and bits of information from, and learn some things. So it's nice to see. You have your basic Greninja sprues, date March 2009. So always good to have these things. These things are worth the weight in gold, honestly. Because these are 40 by 60s, if I measure correctly, and they make awesome unit fillers. So just keep that in mind. Always keep that free plastic. So here's a command sprue. Now we've already seen these already. Actually, these are the English Army command sprues. You should recognize these pretty easily from the wreaths. Remember, I call them wreath and non-wreath. I would assume the wreath ones, as one user pointed out in the comment section, that these are the English ones, and these are the ones marked 2014. So you get these. You get 3, 6, 9, 12 heavily armored bodies with the 2-handed axes and the war hammers and all that fun stuff. We've already seen these though, so I'm not going to spend too much time on them. But it's good to have, just because you can actually fill out some melee units with just these sprues. Because it's still 12 troopers. You get 2 of those, all identical. Now, you get 4 of these, and these are also all identical. And I think these are my favorite archer sprue I've got my hands on for multiple reasons. First of all, you got the bodies. I love the stitching. I love the boots. I love how they have the rolled calf boots. Awesome to see. Awesome little detail. I haven't seen that yet. I know I'm kind of slow in the model world. All right, I need y'all judging me, okay? But I haven't seen rolled calf boots like that look this good. So, really loving that detail. The belts, the jackets, the pouches, all of it's in excellent detail. And you have 6 standard helmets for each sprue. I say standard because there are 3 special heads on the sprue. Now this guy, if you look at this guy over here, where my finger is, it's a scaled male helmet type thing going on there. I've never seen it before. I would assume it's historical because Perry really does their homework, so that's gonna be kind of fun to paint. It's like a little gorilla helmet. That's what it reminds me of. And then you have the arm portion. Now you have a total of 4 trumpets. I don't know why you want 4 trumpets, but you got 4 trumpets. You got 2 buckler shields you can have for a melee centered character in the unit as a filler if you really wanted to. You have a lot of bows. You have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 bows per. Sorry, I burped. Per sprue. Now, one of those is actually knocking an arrow. Lovely detail. I love that. It's got an arrow on the hand, so that's going to be really fun to paint and put some string on. And you have one arm that's actually holding an arrow, pulling it back. So you have 2 knocking and I guess 4 loosing, if you want to say that. So you got 4 loosing and 2 reloading or knocking an arrow. Now you have this curious little thing down here where you have a guy who has a 2-handed sledge. I assume for pounding in these stakes, but I guess you can have a guy with a big ass sledgehammer, which is kind of cool. I mean, it's a non-fantasy word sledge, so if you want a more realistic warhammer or a 2-handed sledgehammer in your army, well, there's one right there. You get 4 of those. You get 4 arming swords, 4 hatchet hands, and then 4 of these little random, random hatchets right here. You get 4 of these little hatchets. I'm not sure what you would do with them, but you get 4 of them. 1, 2, 3, 6. So about 6 of these stakes per sprue. They make great decorations as a little pike wall. And then these heads. These heads were quite curious because you have one right here. It's a bonus head that's got like a head sock on. So it's got like a little winter head sock, which is kind of cool. It's non-armored. Then you got one up here. And he's right there on the left. And he's got nothing on his head. He's got hair. A nice little like bowl cut his mama gave him, you know. So he's got this hair on his head. And then one down here with just a rolled soft cap, which I believe is from one of the cavalry sprues. I wish I just added on there in case you don't want a guy that has an armored head. Really cool looking. So actually you get a total of 9 heads per sprue to choose from. If you like putting heads on pikes, you know, they're right there for you. Just use some extra heads and you get some heads on pikes. You also have 2 of these per sprue where basically they stuck the arrows in the ground. It's decoration. You have one with like a little pouch around them. I think this one's in grass. And then a bundle of arrows you can put on the ground next to him or something like that. But yeah, a very complicated and busy sprue with a lot of stuff on it for just a simple bowman sprue. So, kind of cool to see. Here we are again, back at the end. I'm still mad I forgot to record the entire time, but hey, it happens, you know. What I was saying in the last portion I didn't record is that technically you can get more than just 36 models count out of this box. What you do is you simply take one of these, which is one of these right here, which is technically 6 models. It's a 40 by 60 if I measure correctly, which means you can put one model here, here, and here, and show 3 models, right? But actually counts as 6. And in that way, you can get a lot more body count out of this box than just 36. Yes, you get about, if you want, you probably get about 60 model count out of this box just by being clever and spacing out your units and using unit fillers. I would also say that if you really wanted to like WYSIWYG the hell out of this box, I'm pretty sure with the extra hand weapons, you can get a lot more melee units out of this than bowmen. Or if you really want to get into it, you can get more bowmen out of this unit than you can melee units. You can use these guys right here as bowmen if you really wanted to. Some have mail, some have padded jackets. They won't be full plate, so you can. It may look kind of strange having a guy with a big old breastplate and then cloth arms popping out, but you can do it. I mean, it will still look good. It will still look good if you paint it right. You can have some of these guys with armored arms. I mean, that wasn't too uncommon back in the day to have just plate arm covers. But yeah, it really is an excellent box set for the price point that Perry puts out. I mean, that's 36 models for like 25 euros if you include shipping. I mean, it's excellent, and I don't think you're gonna bind. I don't think you're gonna find a better value in model count with the quality that Perry puts out really anywhere else. The closest you can get in terms of price point is Fireforge, and you can waffle on quality at GW, but I mean it's Games Workshop. You're gonna be paying a hell of a lot of money for like 10 models, so it's really up to what you want. But if you want a real bang for buck on a human army like Empire or Sonstal or Kingdom of Ekatane, or you want to do a WYSIWYG army like for anything else, I mean, it's honestly hard to beat. And you'd be a fool to ignore Perry Miniatures to fill out your army. You really would be. But that's the end of that's the end of this box set. I'm going to have something new coming out from Kingdom Death, and then some Raging Heroes. I got some hero models from there I'm kind of wanting to look at, and a biker squad from the Jailbirds look pretty cool too. And I'll have those things on the channel here in about, I'll say about 2 weeks probably, when they finally arrive. I just wish we would get a company in the States. That'd be kind of nice. I keep having to order my models from like Spain and England, and Would it kill just to have a U.S. company making plastic just to save on shipping? Or can our friends and experts in Europe have like a giant warehouse here in the States they can just send stuff to so we can have faster shipping? I mean, my word. The hardest part's the weight. But anyway, when those models come in, I'll be sure to show them off to you guys. And till that time, I'll see y'all later.